I'm kind of, yeah.
Nga, bugat kay
Yeah,
kagoy.
I'm kind of. So you guys were, there's a fiesta. Mom, can you look on the other side and just make sure it's filming my face?
Yeah.
It's okay. I have room up here.
Yes. Okay. A little.
Okay. So the fiesta is going on here in San Isidro. This is Caroline's place,
Yeah.
Caroline's family home here. And we've done a couple videos in this place, but the quiet places in the province life is really what's nice here. And the fiesta is annual. It's every year. They have a fiesta here in San Isidro. Mom, what's the fiestas like? What are they like for foreigners? Might not know what they are here in the Philippines.
Yeah, fiesta is just mostly for religious, cultural, like celebration, celebrations.
Oh, I never knew that. So it's a religious celebration.
Yeah, because I mean, because it's like we honor the patron saint, you know. So that's why we have fiestas, because we celebrate their.
Oh, I never knew that.
It's like that.
Yeah. So they're they're celebrating the saints for Catholicism.
Yeah.
And Caroline's, maybe we'll go another time, but Caroline's school is really close to the family home here. And in many videos, we show the family home, but her elementary school is very close here. And there's also a well that we had in one of the videos. And we just were over there, but the signal's not good. So we came here. So the province life, you guys, if you can see the backgrounds here, it's really nice. We have the ocean, we have coral here. Her house is right behind us. And so I'm gonna also, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna start filming a little bit of camping, like in the province life in San Carlos City. What's that, Medina, Mom? Is that what it's called? The place I go to?
Oh, the same. Yeah.
Medina.
So we always went for walking.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Medina is where I'm going to do some of the camping, and I look forward to doing that. But let's talk about the province life compared to the city life. If you're in somewhere else in the globe, not in the Philippines, because I've been in Cebu, I've been in Manila, I know a little bit of the city life here. I lived a few years in Cebu, but when I lived there, it was considered a province. And I'm just going to compare, kind of contrast the city life in America, like California, maybe Florida and Texas, the places I've been, Pennsylvania. The city life in America, I felt like I was hooked in, where it's kind of like two types of prisons you can choose. One is working full time and also being, so we're kind of addicted to that. And then also social media, we're tied into the social media, we're looking at what other people are doing. It's just kind of a natural thing. But this is one type of prison where you kind of can't escape that. And the other type of prison is when you're locked up in jail. Someone puts cuffs on you and you go to jail. But what I felt like I was locked up in was being in the city. I couldn't escape from my vices, my addictions. When I was in America, maybe if I moved to a province somewhere in America, maybe that would have worked, but it wasn't feasible financially for me. And also in those areas that I was looking at for a long time, actually, some places in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, even in Texas, I couldn't get stable employment. And at that time, I needed to work if I wanted to live in America. So I was tied into the addiction of working, like, I don't know, like 90, 100 hours a week. I was tied into addictions of social media, other addictions too that I don't really want to talk about. But what my choice to come to the Philippines was because I knew I had to be able to get control back in my mind, like not even control, but to be able to have a sense of like peace for a while where I could figure out what I'm thinking, not being bombarded with all these stimuli. I decided to come to the Philippines, and it was the best choice I made. So in 2010, as I've shared in many videos, I came in January 2010, I came to the Philippines. And by 2012, I was in the province. I was in San Carlos province, which is really close to here, San Isidro. And I was able to, because of the province life is so slow, and I didn't have all these things flowing into my mind, all this extra stimuli. So I could sit and I could meditate, I could pray. And then slowly I started letting go of all those things. It took a number of years. I'd say 7 years for me to be able to have a sense of peace. And it was just freeing my mind. And the province helped me do that. And people say, well, you could go anywhere in the world. It's not true. If I would have gone in other places in the world, maybe they didn't have family as a priority. Maybe God is not a priority in that society. Maybe community is not a priority in that society. But here in the Philippines, those things I just stated, faith in God, family, community, and your character means everything in the Philippines, especially as anybody, but as a foreigner coming in, if people are watching you, you look different, you stand out. Maybe you don't stand out so much in the city, but in the province, you stand out, yeah?
Yeah.
You stand out, and so it's, the bottom line is your character is everything. So if you're doing things in a wrong way, people are going to know about it. If you're talking bad, you're talking bad about other people. If you're drinking a lot, if you're doing drugs, everyone's going to know about it, and your character is going to be ruined. But if you come here and you want to do good things, like you want to be with someone for long-term commitment. For me, it was marriage. So I wanted to be married. I married Caroline.
Good thing, good thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. If you guys can hear her, she said good thing. I don't know how the sound is here. We have a mic coming, right?
Yeah, but okay. You don't want to.
We have a mic. Mom.
Yes, it's coming.
Mom, I can't pause. I have to talk about things here.
I know.
So.
But okay, it's okay.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing wrong. It's okay.
So I married my wife, and we've been together since 2011, and it was it wasn't easy at all. Like, I don't know, some people will really tell the truth, and then some people will tell partial truths, and some people will just flat out lie. But I'm just going to tell you, it wasn't easy for either of us, because if you're in a relationship and you're from the Philippines, or you're from America, then you have some things in common. You have the culture in common. You have a language in common. Since your culture, it's a cultural fit. You can talk about things to each other and understand each other. But when you're married in a multicultural situation where it's a different country, different language, different culture, different expectations that you probably don't even know about, even after you've maybe been here 5 years, you're not going to know about everything. You have to rely on your wife, and a lot of algorithms that I've been looking at on YouTube, the people that are talking about a lot of the negative things, and then the Philippines against other places in the world, or man against woman, black against white, it's ridiculous. Those things just create division. And for us, we don't want to do that. When we started our YouTube channel, it was for unity, to talk about the positive things here in the Philippines, the positive things about multicultural family relationship with kids. And so, that being said, when you have all these different things pulling you, because I didn't speak, I couldn't understand Bisaya at all, and then the culture, I really didn't understand things, so I depended a lot on my wife. But we had a lot of fights regarding that, because misunderstandings, mostly me misunderstanding things, because I'm here in the Philippines, so I'm the one that really needs to acclimate more than my wife does. But my wife needs to acclimate to be in a marriage with me, since she decided to be with me. So that was a challenge for us, right? You want to speak to that a little bit? No. Yeah.
It's just there's no perfect marriage at all. Like, many ups and downs.
Yeah, but it's okay. There's no perfect marriage. People just need to know what are the conflicts that they'll be facing before they decide to come here. That's what I want to talk about, some of the conflicts that happen, where we really had disagreements because I didn't understand.
It's just the language barrier, right? Sometimes I don't understand, there's like a deep English ba mostly.
Yeah, but I think when my wife says language barrier, it's not the language itself.
Yeah.
For me, I can understand Bisaya now. She can understand English very well, but it's the comprehension.
Yeah, that one.
That is the issue, is because when you're saying something when I'm saying something to Caroline, even
It's
now,
different meaning. It's different. But yeah, something like I understand. I mean differently something, but you don't really mean that way. Something like that.
yeah, it's a
And
different
if
understanding.
Yeah, and also if I talk to you, then you don't understand also. Like that.
Yeah, so those are the challenges. So what we did naturally, we just did it naturally, as a lot of other couples that have been together in the Philippines, because we're talking about that, with a multicultural from somewhere else in the globe, they will really understand what I'm talking about here, what we're talking about. And it takes a lot of patience, and then knowing that your words that you say, your spouse is not going to understand the deeper meaning of that, and just understanding that and not getting frustrated, not getting upset because they don't understand. And I'm talking about myself, then later just joking about it. We just laugh about it because we really don't get a lot of things, but the things we get, is God. We get God. Together we get God. We just, in the Philippines, it's more private also. People will pray unless they go to church. When they're by themselves, they're gonna pray like personal, right? You're gonna pray. They're not talking about it all the time. And then for me, I like that because that's how I am too. I when I pray, I'm just in my room by myself. So that's part we really like. Then the food is no problem for us because we both like to eat, and learning about the different dishes, I like them. So hey, my brothers are here.